My name's Adam Melnyk. I'm a leadership coach and owner of Seeing the Lead, and today I'm going to teach you all about time management. I'm going to be honest with you. I hate the term time management, mostly because it doesn't really get to the crux of the problem, and I find that the frustrating part. For example, I work with so many clients that are telling me, Adam, I don't have enough time. Adam, I don't have enough time. I'd love to do this, but I just don't have enough time. And the answer is, you do. You have your entire life to accomplish your goals, your dreams, no matter how short or long that life may be. And that's the important thing to understand. You have 16 hours every single day to accomplish what you want to accomplish. You have the time. It's not about managing your time so much as understanding your priorities. And what I mean by this is when I start working with a client around time management, I'm not going to just start throwing in techniques. I'm not going to talk about time blocking. I'm not talking about safeguarding their time or journaling and all that stuff. I'm not interested. The first thing I do is I start asking them, what is their goal? Where are you going? That's the first thing I want to know, because a goal provides focus to one's life. That's the important part. It's going to provide that focus. And if I can understand what their goal is, if they can understand what their goal is, all of a sudden time management becomes very easy. Because if you're moving in a direction, anything that isn't moving you in that one direction is irrelevant. For example, I was working with a client, and what he wanted to do was get married. That's what he wanted. He wanted to get married. That it was his one goal. Everything was being funneled into that one goal. When we started taking a look at his life specifically, especially when it came to leadership, he was sinking his entire time into the organization, which is great if you want upwards mobility, but that wasn't his goal. His goal was to get married. And because he was sinking so much time and energy into his organization, he didn't have the time to go out and meet people, to date, to travel, to live a life that he was happy and satisfied with, or meet somebody that could be incorporated into his life. And so when I worked with him, I said, hey man, if your goal is to meet somebody and marry them, and you're sinking all this time and energy into this organization, what do we need to do? And he said, oh, I need to stop sinking so much time and energy into the organization. I was like, yeah, I think you do. And that's what I mean. We need the goal first. Where are you going? This is critically important. Once we figure that out, then we can start sifting through the stuff that is not important. Awesome. If your goal is to get married, why are we spending so much time at work? If your goal is to climb the corporate ladder, why are we spending so much time socializing and partying? It's not lining up. So immediately once we understand the goal, we can cut out all the nonsense, all the noise, as I like to say it. And then what we're left over is a bunch of tasks, a bunch of things that you're probably doing and things that my clients are doing that are quote unquote important. It's all important. That's what they usually say to me. They usually come up with a task list of 20 to 25 different things that they have to do, and they say it's all important. The truth is, not all of it is important, and you need to understand this. What I always do with my clients to help them understand, listen, it's important, but they're not all equal, is I actually have them write out every single task, everything that they're doing that they deem as important. And then we label it on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being important and 10 being turbo important. It has to get done today. And what usually my clients will start understanding is, hey, some of the stuff that is important is not actually as important as this other stuff. And as such, I can redirect my focus away from the noise and onto what really matters, and start allocating the time correctly. And this is the truth. It's not about time management. It's about focusing your time on what truly matters, what is actually important in this. And this is a critical skill for anyone who wants to get into leadership. Because as a leader, you're going to have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 different tasks or things that are important that you need to look at. And the truth is, not all of them are important. As a leader, what is your goal? Your goal is to take care of your people and to make decisions and move your people forward. It needs to all funnel into those two goals. And the truth is, all these tasks that you're being given, they're not all that important. And you need to understand what is and what isn't. What is noise and what is what you have to focus on. And once you understand how to prioritize what you need to focus on, once you understand your goal, once you understand what's truly important, then we can get into the techniques and time management of time blocking, doing it on your phone, journal writing, etc. All the fancy stuff that people like to go to. But we need to understand, before we can get to that technique, really, what is the goal? Why bother time blocking? If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with somebody that would enjoy it. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.